the average granny or grandma, older person, they don't say boyfriend. They say, this is my friend.
I don't have that experience.
Well,
because
it's different families.
Different families, but most older people say, this is my friend, Mr. So-and-so.
Well, that's older people. This is
but what I'm saying is, I mean,
This is a newer generation.
Newer generation, but what I'm trying to make the comparison, she said family.
Like my grandma, that happened to my grandma. Her husband died, and she has a boyfriend, and she does say, this is my boyfriend. And that's just the way, that's how she introduces, like, oh, that's your boyfriend. Like, that's grandma's boyfriend. Like,
looks like I missed out on that one.
I'm sorry.
I feel as if our generation is more like, I don't know, takes relationships loosely, especially with marriage now. I see a lot of my peers and friends and people getting married at young ages of 18, 20, 21, and it's like, marriage isn't anything to mess around with. Like, marriage is for life.
That's what I was coming to earlier. Like, everybody wants to rush.
That's for life.
Like, everybody's
like
rushing.
Marriage is not a relationship. You can't just get married and say, oh, I want to break up, and then get a divorce. Like,
so it's
marriage is marriage. Like,
and that's how I feel like that. To me, that title means something. That title holds weight, not just spiritually, religiously, but legal.
But at the end of the day, boyfriend girlfriend titles make things less confusing, like for both of you and for the public. And it's just easier. It just makes it so much easier to say this is my boyfriend rather than this is my friend, and then they ask me a question like, what type of friend is he? If I just say he's my boyfriend,
he's a good friend.
I mean, but the thing is, why do you have to explain yourself to everyone else? If you and that individual,
my family is important to me. So if my family wants to know if that's my boyfriend, I want them to know this is my boyfriend. I don't want them to be confused with, well, are you guys just messing around? And then it's like, oh no, we're not just messing around, we're together.
Usually when you bring someone home, I'm gonna get to you. Usually when you bring someone home, you know what I'm saying, it means it's serious. So if it gets to that point, that means it should be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Like, things are taken a lot more serious when you say, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, exactly. Compared to saying, this is my friend. They won't take it as serious, like family. And then, you know, a lot of old school generation families, they're just like, they like to be all in your business with stuff like, oh yeah, so, okay, where'd you find him from? Where did you do this? Blah, blah, blah.
Craigslist.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though y'all was effing around at a party and then y'all got drunk and then y'all still together. I don't know, whatever the case may be, but you know what I'm saying? It's much more convenient and it's much more easier just to say, yo, this is my friend, such and such. They won't, that way they feel as though like the family won't get into it like as much, like trying to get to know them, I guess.
But one female emailed me and pretty much emailed me, and she couldn't be here, but this is what her thoughts and, you know, on the whole title thing. She felt a lot of females want titles because they think it will give them something that they don't already have. Stability, security, maybe even love. But the reality of it is that a title won't keep a boy from cheating or leaving. A title becomes important and necessary when both people are mature enough to handle a real commitment and not just talking about playing house. You name things that you intend to keep. It's no wonder that pet fish named Fishy don't last very long. I didn't name my rental car because I didn't intend on keeping it. But Lucy, my Honda, she's been around since before I was born. Defining a relationship with a title sounds responsibility. When two people are really ready, they won't think twice about naming what they have.
First of all, fish don't have long lifespans. Second of all, who names their cars? Third of all, what did she say about the title? It gives you stability and...
No, what she was saying was most females, she was giving it from a female's perspective. She said, this is what the opening line, she said a lot of times females want titles because they think it will give them something that they don't already have. Such as stability, security, maybe even love.
With that person or just in general? Because if you don't have stability, love, or any of that, why are you even trying to get into a relationship?
That's what I'm saying, because some girls may not have had a father figure.
And females cheat too.
So like,
like females,
a lot of females
we're on team.
Hold on.
Sorry, man, cut you off. I mean, a lot of people try to jump into like the whole love factor, but the most important thing, you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, it's never gonna work out with anything. You know what I'm saying?
And you're absolutely right, because.
And then a lot of people nowadays, like in today's society, it's like a lot of people play with words. They like to play with words, like such as love, you know, trust and commitment, you know, relationships. They play with the words. They twist it around and pervert them and just throw them all over the place. Now, a lot of people don't know what love is nowadays. They just think that it's just whatever they see on TV. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really the case. Like, love is a lot more deeper. That's why you see a lot of relationships that was back in the 70s and like 60s and 50s. You know, like the old school type of love. That was like real love to me, honestly. Even though the same type of crap was going on, but you know, at least they had a better definition of what love is. You know, what was out on TV, and you know, like think about the things that's like on TV now compared to things like back in the day.
I would have loved to be in a relationship back then, because it was just, you just see it on, like when you saw, like I see old TV shows, like black and white shows. I love watching black and white shows because it's so real. And the media has kind of messed up our heads, and just, we're kind of messed up.